Yolan True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. And today I want to answer a question which I'm quite regularly asked in the comments under videos, but also on Discord. Why join an alliance? Why can't I just go it alone? And that's what I will talk about in this video. But first I want to say, if you're not a subscriber of my channel yet, but do like my videos, then please do subscribe to my channel. And when you do, also click this little bell and all notifications so you'll be notified when another video comes out. Yeah, alliances. One of the reasons you can see right here on the screen, just minutes ago before I started filming for this channel, my alliance started the new territory season. So from your point of view will be yesterday or another day when you see this, but today when I was filming this it all started, and my alliance took the first territory today. And those territories do bring bonuses. And if we click on alliance down here and look at the territories, you see with the first one already there are services that it brings, and those are helpful for all members of the alliance if they're activated. And that is just one single reason why to be an alliance, because a single player will not be able to get a lot of territories, and those really differ. Then the second thing, of course, is that there is a star base in an alliance. And the star base is something that you need to put work in, but it also comes with something very, very helpful, and that is star base research. And I have the very bad feeling that I have to restart the games once more. It's not very stable on iPad anyway. That is always the downside of playing it on an iPad. If I do something important like wave defenses, or not today the territory takeover, I always have to switch to my desktop because I cannot do that on the iPad. Every wave defense it crashes on the first run, and at the moment it got worse. When I leave an officer screen, a ship screen, a text screen, or now as you saw the starbase screen, it just is stuck on adjusting or preparing, and that's it. And then I have to restart. And some might say, why doesn't he edit it out now that I'm back? I want to give you the real gameplay in my videos, and that is part of the gameplay, unfortunately. And maybe at some point someone at Scopely will, by any miracle, watch one of my videos and see that and think about that. Hope dies last, you know that. But what I wanted to show you was this. There's Starbase research as well, and there are a number of nice things in here, not only for Isogen but also for Cardassian armadas, for assaults, for territory, strengthening your ships for that. There are a lot of advantages in here in the Starbase research, and without an alliance you wouldn't have Starbase research. So that's just another point of joining an alliance. Then of course getting help when you are attacked is obviously a very, very good reason as well for being in an alliance. If which hasn't happened in a long time, so knock on wood, I ever forget to shield my base and will be attacked, usually someone from my alliance would see that or be informed by some friend, and people from my alliance, especially with bigger ships, would go there and try to defend my station and inform me via our Discord or whatever that I was so stupid to forget my shield, and so I wouldn't just be emptied. And material, especially material they cannot steal, but the resources. And in the 50s levels where I'm at the moment, the resources are really important. Once again, they weren't in the past in the 40s levels, but in the 50s they get really important again. If somebody would steal all this, I would be quite devastated. And so that's just another reason for being in an alliance. Despite the bonuses from the territories and the Starbase research. But of course, I'm also building something here. And you see on the top right the help button, where I can help 4 people now, which I will do now. The build time and research time can be reduced. The shipbuilding time can be reduced. Your repair times can be reduced by the members of your alliance. I made a video on alliance help already, so I'm not going into the details with the minutes and stuff like that. But it is a really big help. And the number of helps that you can get is rising with the level of the alliance. You see, level 50 brings alliance help limit to 20. So 20 people can help me whenever I build something to reduce the times. And there we are once again on the topic of being in the 50s levels. The build times here are very, very long. If I don't know what I could build at the moment. I think it was that, for example, you see just 162 days for the next treasury, which I just should do, by the way. I didn't know I had enough to do that now. 162 days. And members from my alliance now will bring that time down, depending on how many are online. But 20 people will now reduce the time, and with that will reduce either the Latinum I would need to complete it, if I want to complete it early, or the speed ups I would have to use. So that's just another reason for being in an alliance. But also, of course, there's the social aspect. I know there are alliances out there where people don't get along too well. That's an alliance where I don't want to be, and we had that. If you have the wrong people on the server, of course, then in the end you might not even find an alliance where you like to be, but that's time to start over on a different server. I had that in one of my cases too, where there were just too many weird people everywhere that you couldn't find any good alliance where you could really relax. But I'm in 2 alliances now. One here, we just merged my old alliance with another alliance, and we'll still come along very well. And it's nice to be in an international alliance. We have German alliances on my server as well, but also international alliances. And I prefer the international ones, although I'm German, because you chat with people from a vast number of different countries and so on. That's just fun. And this is just a social aspect. If you really get along well with those people in your alliance, then that is fun too. And just being on your own and fighting alone, yeah, of course you can chat with people from other alliances, but it's something different. You are part of a community if you're in an alliance and not on your own out there. It's just different, despite the fact of all the help you get by doing that. Of course, if you want to have the help from all the people in your alliance, you also have to give something, like your time for showing up for territory defenses. When you see that someone from your alliance is getting attacked, that you help out. But it's also fun to coordinate during incursions, to fight together in incursions and stuff like that. So there's a lot in there that helps you. And of course, with the territories, I talked about the services, but there's also the thing with the different particles that you will get. We just got started with the territory takeovers, so we got 1 particle there from our territory that helps me a lot with my research once again. And of course, the services itself do so as well. And the war room, of course, is doable if you're in an alliance. If you're alone, you will have a problem when the war room comes up again, and you want the rewards. And not to forget, they are not only solo leaderboards or solo milestones. There are always alliance leaderboards running. Like, even if it's just the mission key one we have at the moment, that was an alliance milestone event. But we finished that already, and I'm still working on my SMS because it wasn't possible to do that earlier. But we finished that together and got our rewards already. You get a lot of more rewards from the ALBs and AMS. Of course, you have to take part yourself. You don't get rewards if you don't do anything. But in all fairness, you should do your share that you can to help your alliance as well there. But everybody benefits together from what you get there. And not to forget the territory season passes now. Without an alliance, it's really hard to get enough points there because if you go into any territory, especially in the hotly contested ones, you will not score very much there. So there's a lot of reasons to go into an alliance and not just being alone. Unless you are just the type for it that you don't get along with other people, then you can't help it. But I always suggest that you find an alliance you're comfortable with and work with other people, because the game is much easier if you're working with others. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because I really get the question regularly from people. But if you want to add something, I might not have addressed every advantage of an alliance, so please add it in the comments. But also, if you have video requests, you know that I regularly read the comments. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.